Good night to you guys. How are you doing this evening? I'm here with another little talk for you guys, my contribution to this universe. And as I said, I'm not going to be planning what I'm going to be saying. I'm just going to be speaking as it comes to me. Now tonight, here's what I want to talk to you guys about. I want to talk to you guys about self-love. Self-love. A lot of you heard that term. You know, I watch online, you know, everybody talking about love yourself, self-love. But what really is self-love all about? Self-love for me is taking care of you and putting you first. And particularly women, you know, we are guilty of actually always taking a back seat, you know, family and stuff, you know. Life happens, we always put everyone first and we put ourselves last. And then what ends up happening? We're damaged in more ways than one. So if you don't know how to balance things out, you know, you're going to be the ultimate loser. So we women, we need to love everyone, but also preserve the love for ourselves at the same time. That's where the balance comes in. So how do we do that? How do we preserve that kind of love? How do we love others, everyone else, take care of everyone else, that motherly role, but yet not hurt ourselves in the process? I find it's easier than you think, but you have to know, first you have to know yourself, and you have to know what it takes to take care of you. If you don't know yourself, you wouldn't know the buttons to push, you don't know how to twitch, you don't know when to stop, you don't know when to go hard. So I say we start with discovering who we are actually first as women. You know, who are we as women? Why do we have so much strength? We're more powerful than we know. When you discover your hidden power, you know how to create that balance. So how do you know yourself? You have to look deep within. You have to start being honest with yourself. A lot of us are terrible liars. We lie to ourselves daily, our entire lives. It's like a big lie. Because, you know, we do this groupthink thing, you know, like sheeple. You just follow what the instructions are, you know, societal instructions, how you should live, how you should act, what's proper, what's not. And in doing so, you keep dwindling, you keep disappearing, you as an individual, you keep destroying yourself. Because, face it, in this world, we are all uniquely different. That is something that we must admit. If we're all uniquely different, there's no one size fits all. It can never be. So I want to tell you guys as women, not guys, I want to tell you women, be courageous enough to accept yourself for who you truly are. Look inside yourself, get to know all your weirdness. I mean, the nice part, you know, that facade, all that is good. But what we need to pay attention to is the other half of ourselves. You know, we as spiritual beings, I don't say we're human beings, we're spiritual beings first. And we're just in a human body, right? But really we're spiritual beings first. We are not just made up of good only. We are made up of good and bad. In this world, there's a balance to everything, even us. So if you're going to think that you're all good, that's the first lie. But there's where you now have to know yourself, know you're good, know you're bad, or so-called evil, and then you take control of which one surfaces. So knowing yourself gives you that ultimate control over your life. You have to govern yourself, govern your life. And then is when you'll be living and feeling happy. And when you know to look inside of you, you'll realize that there's nothing outside of you that can determine your bliss. It all starts and ends with you. So quit complaining, quit being envious, you know, quit lamenting and take control. It's very simple. Look inside. Know who you are. Be honest about what you see. And balance yourself out. That way, there wouldn't be much complications in life. You'll be living a life free. You'll be honest. You'll be free to be yourself. You'll be free to be yourself in front of others also. And that brings confidence. And when that brings confidence, it brings beauty. The beauty comes out of you. It radiates. And then what happens? You're happy. You think happiness was just attaining the white picket fences and whatever, and the car and the money and the career and all of that? A lot of people, they achieve all of that, but then what? They can't face themselves. They don't know themselves. They can't live with themselves. So, get to know yourself. Love what you've discovered, because there's a whole lot to discover. You're like an onion. The soul, which is really you, the true you have to peel back a lot of layers, a lot of trauma, a lot of misconceptions, a lot of fake living to get to the real you. And then you have to build that courage to present the real you to the world. So that's my talk for tonight. Very short, very sweet, but it's going to make a whole lot of difference if you take the time to do that. Remember, I'm not here as a professor. I'm not here as a professional. I'm here just to drop those little seeds of knowledge to you, and you have to do your due diligence. You gotta work to get yourself balanced, get yourself in line. You know, you have to put in the work, because when you put in the work, it's going to be much more satisfying and gratifying, and you're gonna realize the truth. Don't take someone else's word for anything. I'm here to just plant that little seed. That's what I'm going to be doing. Planting seeds all the time. I have put in a lot of work. I'm nowhere near done. I know I have so much more, you know. It's a lifelong journey. And as I told you guys, I'm sharing my journey with you guys. So if I don't speak, I'll explode. Because you see, when you start to receive this knowledge, it's not for you to keep it to yourself. It's for you to share it. You know, I know someone needs to hear what I'm saying tonight. So whoever receives it, I want it to be received well and make a difference in your life. You know, kickstart that inquisition into who you really are. It's a very beautiful thing to discover yourself. Then is when you see your power, because you're the only one who would possess that combination of qualities. You know, you're the only one. No one, you know, has a blueprint like you. So why keep from yourself? When you discover yourself, you feel free. You free yourself. You're able to be unapologetically you. And that's true power. You know? So we women are going to be much happier when we know ourselves and discover our power and start walking in your greatness. It's about time. That's what I always say. It's about time. It took me so long, but this is a new generation, and you know, they're catching on very much faster. You know, the time of awakening is now. The time to wake up is now. Wake up and live. Stop holding back yourself. Stop trying to be somebody else. Stop hiding your weirdness and your freakiness or whatever, you know. Just be who you are. That's your God-given right. So I'll be dropping some more knowledge. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, and share. And also, I'd like to hear feedback from you guys after the conversation. When we go live and we start to interact, I know it's going to blow up, because I know a lot of you guys have a lot to say. But for now, let me drop my seeds of knowledge. So all of you guys have a good night. Thanks for watching. Love you.